up, everybody? So I'm just gonna show the driver's side on this. The passenger side is exactly the same, and there's a couple ways you can go about this. I may need to disconnect the upper control arm if I can't get enough sway to get the lower mount in on the strut, but I'm gonna try to show you the easiest way that I know how, and then we'll go from there.
On the other side you can get that.
Client's running the Monroe struts. These are left and right specific. So here's the left part number, driver's side. Here's the right part number, passenger side. And depending on the struts you get, your nut size might change. Like these are now 15 instead of a 14. Now I will get my nuts locked in before I mess with the bottom nut and bolt, because when you pull down on the control arm, the strut's gonna go with it. So it's best to get this in place first. So that way they're stable there, and you can play with the bottom of the mount now. And then normally when you get it to that point, let me show you here, you can put your pry bar in on this first bar, on the first rung of the spring, and you can push down and you'll be able to line up your hole on the bottom. That way you don't have to disconnect the upper control arm. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you push down on that first rung, watch. See, it's gonna line that hole up for you. And it is kind of difficult to do, but you can do it. So you just kind of get your bolt ready, which this is probably the hardest part, is actually getting this bolt in here, but it is possible. It just takes a little finagling. So I get it set in that little hole first, and then as I push down on the strut, I push on the bolt, and that gets it started. And then you can kind of wiggle it from there, usually. And if that doesn't work, then you can take your same pry bar, and you're gonna come through. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. Let's see if I can show you. Come through to the top of the bolt and just give that a couple whacks with your hammer. Just like that. Don't forget your washer. Okay, and then before I torque these, I like to put a jack underneath the control arm and put a little force on it. Just be careful doing this. You don't push it off your lift or jack stand. It doesn't take much. It's already under quite a bit of force. So this one in the corner, you might not be able to get your torque wrench on, but it's only 21 foot-pounds, so it really doesn't take much. So you can kind of get the feel for it on the other two if you can't reach it with your torque wrench. So what I'll do in that case is just take it down and give it a couple little taps like that. Good to go. And there it is. Just a quick note, it is normal to get a clunk or two and a little bit of settling up front after you do your struts. So if you take your first drive and you hear a clunk, as long as it's like one clunk or two clunks and not reoccurring, it's okay. It's just part of the strut settling. If it's a reoccurring clunk, then obviously you got something going on, or maybe a faulty strut. So and then also expect the front end to drop down a little bit within the first couple days. It might drop down about 1/8 of an inch. All of that is part of the strut settling, completely normal.